This is Chris here. Welcome into my alone zone. I'm in my natural setting in the vehicle. I would be out of it, but there are people at the park, and with social anxiety, I'm not going to set up a camera at a park bench and do a video. So I'll just sit in my car and do it. Even though it's still is weird to me to have other people wondering what the heck I'm doing. It's not as bad when I'm in this is my vehicle. This is my safe haven. So can't make no video like I want today. But I really can't. It's a public park, and I would have to drive. See, it's weird. This is the closest park to my house, and it's the only one within 20 minutes that actually has a park, like a bench that I can sit down on. So I'm not about to just, drive all over. But yeah, it's Black Friday, and you guys who have been following me can watch last year's video and know that I don't really care for this too much. It's become a very corporate holiday. Holidays are supposed to be about friendships, family. It's not anymore. It's all about getting the best deal and trampling over people and injuring others to get the best price on something. When these people, and I said it last year, don't realize you get a better deal after the holidays. Maybe not on everything, but they have overstock at these stores and they have to get rid of it to meet a certain inventory quota or something, I suppose. Is what I was told in the past. And you get a better deal. They mark things down 50, 60, 70, 80% the week after Christmas. So I'm not going to ramble too much on about Black Friday. I'm just out and about, I had to get out of the house. I didn't get out of the house at all yesterday, Thanksgiving. This is Friday, so I would upload this video today, but I did a test video and just to see what the upload speeds were all about, and it froze. So it looks like I'm not going to be able to get this video out today, but I'll try Saturday. Hopefully you guys will see this by Saturday, if not Sunday or Monday. Just wanted to get that out of the way. I will say that it's just Thanksgiving was what it was. I mean, it's starting to get to the point now where I've been alone for so long on the holidays that I don't expect anything else, and it does bother me. But then I think about it, and I really thought hard yesterday. There are people that are way worse off than me. One, don't have a home. Two, may have had a house fire recently or lost a loved one. Three, have terminal diseases that are uncurable that don't know how many more holidays are going to be around. Or four, a soldier, a veteran of the war, someone who is away from their family. Now, even though I have my own views about the government, the military, I will not discount that those men and women who serve, are away from their family and friends, and they miss them on the holidays. Even though they volunteered to do it, it was something that they believed that much in that they did it. And even though I have views against war, against our government and military, this is not a political video at all. And those guys, I'm not going to fault someone. I believe in what I believe in, and they have a right to believe in what they believe in. So they're away from their families, and then there are, other people again worse off than I am. Maybe can't hear, can't see, can't walk, can't talk, Social anxiety, depression, and something more recent within the last few months, panic disorder. Avoidant personality disorder, if that's even a disease. I think I've heard that mentioned. It should be curable, right? I mean, everyone gets depression or anxiety at some point, and if you say you don't, you're lying. But the people where it's classified as a disease are the ones where it's prolonged their life, has affected their life in a very negative way, limits their life on a daily basis, or have had it for many years, such as myself, and all those things are included. I can't work a regular job. My anxiety and panic issues are so bad that I just can't be in that, the added stress of one, being in a situation around strangers, and two, the customers and stuff. Because the type of work that I've always done was restaurant work. It's all I know. I'm a good cook. And the times I had jobs, it was like depression used to be more of a roller coaster for me. It used to have ups and downs, where there were times where it was really bad and times where it wasn't. And most of the time, when I had my jobs, I was on an up, but it turned into a down, and that's what ended up causing me the job. But right now it's so bad that, I've isolated myself. I got so tired of all the rejection that I just went away and said, screw it. And then the few times over the last years I have tried to apply for work, I've been turned down. And when I get turned down, again, negative things happen to me. I just say, fuck it, that's another rejection. And again, I can't even imagine right now being in a workplace like that environment, in that type of stressful situation. So I'm seeking disability, and when it comes to getting disability for depression and anxiety, there's a checklist of 7 items. You have to meet 6 out of the 7. Well, I meet all of them. Well, no, you got to meet 5 out of 7, rather. I meet 6 out of 7. So defined under the rules of a defined disability for depression, I can get it. And I've been fighting for it for 3 years. I've had multiple attorneys. And the thing is, the judge that decides this case, the one they're going up against, is one of the toughest in this area. So the lawyers I had kind of got scared, I suppose, and backed out, or didn't think that my case was strong enough, whatever. But it doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, I know that I can get it, and I'm not trying to use it as a cop-out or anything like that, but I know that I can get. And basically, for me, I want to get it so, 1, I can have an income. 2, I did earn enough work credits when I did work to get it. 3, basically it's going to give me medical insurance that is going to help me maybe seek a little better treatment, maybe help me get to these experimental drug trials. I think I talked about them in my last video briefly. But yeah, it's just what I want to do is get it so I can take care of myself in the right way and work on getting this disease, quote unquote, cured. I don't think it's ever going to be cured because it's in my brain. And I don't even know if there is a cure for it for someone who's had it prolonged. But I do know, for me, it's going to have to come in increments. And the increments would be, wow, trash collection on the day. Usually they don't do trash collection on the Thursday and Friday of Thanksgiving, but anyways, for me, I say that, again, I want to work. I would love to work and make money and be able to support myself full time, but I know that I can't. I know that my situation is so bad, I might get a job, but I'd only hold it for a few weeks because, again, it would just be too much for me to take at this point in my life. So it's not that I'm using it as a cop-out or something like that. No, I don't even want it for the rest of my life. What I want is to get it because I do have a defined disability, and I want to get it to get the money in so I can support myself in my time of need, and then work towards getting to those experimental, because right now the only option for me is experimental drug trials for new non-FDA approved anxiety and depression medications, and that's what it is. Basically, I become a test monkey. I don't mind. It's something that I need to do. Again, is this a curable disease? Yes, of course it is. It's not terminal. But at the same time, like right now, where it affects 99.9% of my life, it needs to be done in increments. When I start seeing a change is when, okay, now the depression, anxiety is only affecting 90% of my daily life. And maybe like for a month, I will maybe jot down a diary or notes about my day and times when I wasn't as depressed or felt better, and just to see, where I'm going on. Maybe, and that would be good for anyone with social anxiety and depression. Start, if you don't already do it, start a journal. Whether it's you do it on your computer or you write it. every 30 days, just see how your life was on a day-to-day basis, you know, in situations you were in and whatnot, and how, you know, your depression or anxiety was for that particular day. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the month, you look back over it and see and try to gather a percentage. Because going into this, you know how much is affecting your life. Try to gauge a percentage. I know it's hard, but like me, I know it affects 99.9% of my life. So for me, I go the first 30 days, and then at the end of the month, I go back and I look through my diary at everything, and then I see, you know, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but I would do it by the day. Okay, out of these 24 hours, and not counting the hours that I'm asleep. So take those 6 hours off. So 18 hours out of the day, how did the depression, anxiety affect me? And then for every single day of that month, you know, all day, or like for 30 minutes I felt better or something. And then tally that up at the end of the month, and then I can gauge a percentage. I know it's mathematics and stuff, but I'm getting technical, but this is something that I thought about all on my own, that, you know, hey, this is a good way to gauge, like, progression and progress, just to see, hey, and this is, I'm not going to start this till January, but starting in January, and, you know, I'll vlog about it and everything like that. I will keep my diary. Starting in January 2014, I'll, you know, see how January goes. Going into January, 99.9% of my life is affected negatively with depression, social anxiety, panic disorders, fear disorders. And then I'm going to see at the end of January, when February 1st comes, I'll tally it up and I'll see what my percentage is for that month, and I'll keep my progression updated. And when you're at 99.9%, you really can't get much worse than that 1/10%. So to make it 100%. And the reason I say 99.9% is because there are times when I'm not as depressed, when I do feel better. So although it's not much, they're there. Alright, that has been part 1. I know my videos tend to go long, and, you know, that's just me. For me, at 20 minutes isn't that long. You know, think about it. You watch a 30-minute sitcom, after commercials you got like, what, 24 minutes, 23 minutes. I know this is not a sitcom. I know this is like a talk show. There's no entertaining qualities here, but obviously I've got a little following, and obviously there are people that like to listen to me and genuinely, which I wish I had known this before I took my hiatus, but there were people that genuinely cared about, you know, what I was saying and how I was talking and what I was talking about. And that doesn't make me feel much better, and I feel like maybe I can turn a corner, because, and I've stressed this in a lot of my videos, for me, I firmly believe when I build some friendships, start communicating with people who relate to me, who know what I'm going through, even though it may not be as bad as what I'm going through, or it could be worse. When, like I said in my other video, a couple of videos ago, friendship, your best friends in life, and the people you come across in life are going to be the ones that have walked a mile in your shoes. Therefore, they understand and relate to everything you're going through, and those are the people you're going to form your tightest bonds with. And anyone that I've come across in life has not understood or related at all. And now I'm finally meeting some people through these videos and online that relate, and that's awesome. And I know it's new and it's early in our, you know, stages of getting to know each other, but I'm telling you, I've met people from all over America and in the world, Israel, maybe somewhere around Russia. I talked to someone from the UK, and wow. But one day, and it may not be anytime soon, it may be years, if we all, you know, continue to communicate, we all are gonna, hopefully, I want to do this, maybe I can find somebody to help with it, get us together in a room where we can actually meet each other, the people we've been talking to online, get to know each other face to face, have conversation with each other, film it for YouTube. The social anxiety people, us outcasts, us people who have problems with social interactions, and just doing normal things in life. We get together, and now we're all together. We're overcoming our problems, and we did it together. You know, we got to know each other, which helped our issues because we got to communicate with people we related to, and it started making us feel better. And now we're at the point where us people with social anxiety that tend to maybe avoid the situations or not like to be around people and such like that, now we're around each other because we relate, we know each other, we're friends. And that's going to be an awesome if that can happen. And I would love to be a part of it one day, and I would love to, you know, get it recorded for the tube. Us outcasts, us people who are forgotten in the world. And in the next part 2, I guess, I got a lot of things I want to talk about today. I've got time. I feel like talking. So, then part 1. Oh, back to the 20-minute thing per video. You know, I know that may be kind of long, but if you don't have 20 minutes to watch it all, watch it in parts, you know. Watch 5 minutes. Maybe later on watch another 5, you know. But anyways, see you guys right around here in part 2. Peace.